Well, good morning, everybody. I do saw Senior checking in. If I'm checking in, it's probably Wednesday, in which it is. Today I am going to attempt to make for my guests some sausage gravy, but I'm going to take it up a notch and a half because I am going to add some onions, some mushrooms, and some chopped up bacon in the mix today to go along with the sausage. I'm cheating today. I'm going to be making biscuits from the box, from the container here today. And also, I'm going to be making some home fries to go with that so the boys can pour it over home fries if they like, or put a biscuit on top of the home fries and dump some on everything. But anyway, that's the plan, and it is a little after 11, about 11:02. I'm going to be turning the oven on there shortly so we can get the biscuits done. Right now I have about a tablespoon of bacon fat in the skillet. And my procedure today is I am going to cook the onions and the mushrooms with the bacon first, put them off to the side, and then I am going to cook up the pork sausage and go along to make the sausage gravy. I use approximately a quarter of a cup of flour for that. And I'll be using a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk and probably about enough to bring it up to 2 cups. So I'll probably add some milk to that to make sure I have enough to do it. So I am going to turn on the burner. And I'm going to start to saute the onions. And when they go soft a little bit, I will put in the mushrooms. And I'm going to put in the bacon right away with that. So that's all going to go in together as we cook it. So now I will add seasonings at the end, and I will let you know what goes in when the time comes, when I decide what I want. So we'll be off and running here. I'm not going to put you through the agony of burning up some time and watching me cook some onions and some mushrooms. So we'll be sauteing, like I said, the onions go in first. I'll cook them down a little bit. We'll put in the mushrooms. When everything looks good, I'll put it off to one side, and then I'll start on the bacon, and we'll be getting ready to do the sausage gravy. In the meantime, I gotta make some biscuits, and I gotta turn on my fryer later, which you can't see, and cook up the home fries. So while I do South Senior checking out for the moment, we'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Sort of, kind of. Okay, the veggies, mushrooms, and the onions, and the bacon, pretty well cooked down. I am going to add, and when I added the mushrooms, I added just a pinch of salt sprinkled over to help bring the moisture out of the mushrooms. And what I have here is an eighth of a teaspoon of sage that I'm adding to this. That's it. Just a little bit of sage. So I'm going to mix that right in with the veggies. And I'm going to give it right now while I'm thinking about it. And you're watching. A little squirt of the old Worcestershire sauce. By the way, that was 1 cup of onions, strong cup of onions chopped up, and 2 cups of mushrooms went in here. So now we have the pinch of sage, a little bit of sage, eighth of a teaspoon of sage, and a couple of good shots of the Worcestershire sauce, which I can't pronounce at the moment. And this is just about ready to put off to one side. 11:18, I am going to start the oven. We want 375 degrees to make my biscuits. And they're off sitting there just waiting to go in. Yep. This is pretty well cooked down to make the mushrooms that shrink quite a bit. No doubt about that, when they cook mushrooms. So, what I'm going to do, if I don't mess up too badly here, out of the way. turn my frying pan way down for a moment. In fact, I'm going to turn it off so I don't have a problem here. Okay. We have our pan for receiving this. I have my other skillet going. It's a little electric one, so it's firing up to do the taters, which you can't see. All right. So that's going to be going back in. I am now going to open up Jimmy Dean here and put him in the pot, the frying pan. I don't know how well this is going to work here. All right. That's 1 pound going in there. If I can get it out of the wrapper. All right. I did wash my hands real good. I don't think there'll be too many critters living after I fry this pork, so we shall get started on that. And I will turn the camera off while I do that. Now, the pork I should say, it's pretty much cooked here. It's all down and I broke it up. Took time, but what you do is do one of these numbers and just keep chopping it. So you want to get into the tiniest pieces you can. Now, I am going to add some butter to this because there's not much fat here. And I want to make my roux. I'm going to need some butter. So, grab a knife here. About that much. Okay. We're going to get that melt down a little bit and it'll get cracking. Alright, that butter is melting down. I believe if I measured it out, I'm using about 1/4 cup of flour to make the roux. Alrighty now. The butter is melted. And I'm going to start adding some flour here. Blending it in with the meat and the butter. And we'll cook it up. We don't want to see any white, that's for sure. We want to not burn it, but get it cooking. There we go. All right, spread that all around. Get it everywhere here. I have a feeling this frying pan is going to be full. I hope I haven't got too carried away here with this goodies and not frying pan, but we shall find out. All right, keep going with that butter. Cooked up good. A little bit. I'll burn it, but I'll get it. Move it around here. Start adding some milk to this. So we add evaporated milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, and then topped it off to bring it up to 2 cups by adding some milk to it. Now just a little at a time, it's going to start to thicken. coming along here. That's going to be fine right there. Okay, we're going to get that all in there. Can always add a little bit more if it's too thick. And on the other end, if it comes down to it, if it was way too watery, you could always mix a little bit of water and cornstarch and put that in at the end, and that'll stiffen it up just a mite. Okay, we got all the flour going in here. I'm going to add the vegetables back in, the mushrooms and the onions back to this. I will bring it up, temperature up, and it starts to bubble. We'll turn it way down to a simmer. I'll probably be adding some pepper or salt to taste towards the end. This is probably going to be a little stiff, so I may add a little bit more milk to it. It's not a problem. Unstiffen it. Some potatoes going. I got more stuff going than I got hands to handle it, so I will be shutting off the camera for a little bit. Okay. I may add just a little bit of milk to this, I'm not sure yet. But I like it kind of thick, so we'll see. And anyways, this is all set. It has to simmer. I just tasted it. I'm going to give it a little crank on the pepper machine here. Everybody else, when it comes time, can season it to their liking. So this is going to go and simmer now on the back burner. Keep it on real low, put the cover on here. And we'll be checking it for too long. Ouch. Turn the camera off. I gotta go stir some taters, have them ready. The biscuits are in the oven, timer is on, and I'm checking out for a bit. Alrighty now, the biscuits are out of the oven. The ham fries are off to one side at the moment. They will be brought over in a few minutes when it's time to serve. Biscuits are done. Sausage gravy hopefully is done. See how much it thickened up because it does that. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Okay, everything should be ready, and we're 11:53. Biscuits are out. Like I said, potatoes are done. I'm just waiting for the boys to show up, and we're gonna have some lunch. Well, I do Salt Senior. Check it out. That was recording. Okay, it's lunchtime, kiddies. Gentlemen, you both want potatoes with your biscuits? You want the whole schmeal? All right, we're going for it, guys. Lunchtime. I'm gonna set up the first plate, and then we'll turn off the camera. Oh, yes. So I am gonna scoop up some taters. Enough for all three of us here. Maybe a couple more. All right. Put a nice biscuit here. I'm going to break it open. Hopefully. Set it right on top here. And then I'm going to lay on the goodies. Hope it's good. The boys will let me know. They're not afraid. So there we go, one standing plate, camera's going off, we're going to have lunch. We'll let you know how it worked out. Or do South Senior, check it out. Well, the verdict is in. Everybody liked it. Everybody, all three of us. As a matter of fact, the bowl, frying pan is empty because the boys liked it so much, each one of them takes them home. So they each got a scoop of the sausage gravy, one biscuit, and some home fries packaged up for them so they could take it home. And they gave their 2 thumbs up, and I give my 1 thumbs up. I think you really like this. It's a good hearty lunch or doggone good breakfast. Well, I do Salt Senior checking out. Hope you all have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.